Hey y'all, it's Katie. My glasses are so dark still. I just took the dog out. My glasses are still not where they need to be, I don't think. I haven't like sat down and had a talk with you guys in a while. I mean, other than the fact that my life is chaos every single day because of these children. Let me see something, hang on. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Makes you feel like you're right here with me. Do you want a hug? No? Okay, cool. Never mind, because I don't want to give you up. So here's the deal. We all know my kids are a little bit crazy. Everybody's kids are a little bit crazy. So let's have a conversation. I don't know how many of you, or how many, I'm only going to get like 3 views on this anyway. That's just how it is. So it doesn't matter what I say most of the time. It just helps me feel better when I get it out and talk. And it's just like once I talk about it with who I think is listening, because you know you're my friend and you're listening. So I don't know what we're gonna do with Garrett. I think I have a few videos. Go lay down. You are fine, sir. You just pooped, you just peed, you just snacked, and you just had drink. You're fine. It's like another child. I literally have 4 children. Yes, we'll wait. While we wait, look at this lovely red velvet cake in all its yummy glory. I guess we'll wait till he's finished. Okay, thank you, cool. So it is currently 10:53. So I had to take Garrett to the dentist today. Let me chew and then I'll finish talking. But that's not, it doesn't matter. His behavior the last several months has gone, I don't know if you remember when I thought I was failing several years ago, his behavior is almost the same as it was then, except for the school he is at does not believe in restraining him and putting him on the mat and all this good stuff. But I have the voicemails from that school when he was there 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and still have the voicemails. But he's almost been doing the same behavior lately, and we have switched him with several different medications. Right before, I can't even talk today, what the heck? Right before school ended, probably 6-7 days before school ended, we had already gotten a new prescription for him to try, and I was going to try it over the Christmas break. But he was being so bad at school. Like, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's not, you're chilled out, okay, we're done doing this task, let's move to another task. I don't want to do this, I don't want to go here, I don't want to go there. He was becoming more and more paranoid about bugs. Bugs at school, bugs in the car, bugs. Like, not even a bug in general, bugs in general. Like, he would have to hold my hand and get up on me to walk from the front door, to the car. He would go out at PE and be freaking out about the wasps and things like that. Like, he was just becoming paranoid. And so it was probably Tuesday, there was say not 2 weeks before school ended, but you had this week and then you had the week right before school got out for Christmas break. So it was that first week, and it was probably Tuesday. And I had to have a talk with the principal. I had to go to her office to talk about like where he was going to be going, like what they were going to be working on him with after Christmas and stuff like that. And while we were in her office, me, the nurse, his, I guess, teacher now, Cooper, people are allowed to walk by. More than just you live here. Okay, why don't you lay down and relax? So it was the 4 of us in the principal's office, and all of a sudden, go relax, you're fine. We don't. I was sitting there, and both their walkie-talkies go off, you know, like so-and-so to Miss, you know, Lucy, whatever. And you can hear this child screaming, right? And I'm like, oh my God. They jump up, run to him, go get him, bring him in there. And he is not convulsing, but the way my child was moving his body was like what you see in the scary movies when they are possessed by a freaking demon. This child was going, you know, and the principal's got him. He's trying to, like, he's not biting her. He wouldn't do that. I don't mean I won't want to put him by him right now, but he's never actually physically hurt or done anything to anybody, but pretending to do that. And I'm like, bro, chill. Like, what is your deal? So this goes on. He's been getting paranoid. His birthday party, I don't even know if I talked about, no, I don't think I talked about that in his video, but I mean, he gets really almost hot. He was getting hot, and he just looked spaced out, like he was not there talking to you. And he was just, you know, like, what the frick is wrong with you? So they're like, okay, let's start the new medication tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I took him home that day. That was Tuesday. So we'd only been in school, and this was 9 o'clock in the morning. Before that, a week or two before that, I got a call to come and get him because he disturbed the entire first floor of the building. Amelia could hear him down the hall in her class. He's disturbing and scaring the kids in his class. It's like, what the freak is wrong with you? Like, I don't understand what is happening. It's so frustrating because you can't get them to tell you anything because they don't know. They don't know what's happening. So I took him off the one medication, started him on the other the next day, and that was a hot mess. Not even 20 minutes into school starting. I hadn't even gotten home from dropping them off, and I have to go back up there and pick him up. And they're like, he can't be here this week. And you wanted me to start him on this. I wasn't gonna start him on this until freaking Christmas break when he didn't have to be here. You really need to be dealing with him. So 3 days I had to deal with him with this new medication, withdrawing from one, completely off of another one that we had already taken him off, and his body trying to get used to and regulate to a new one. It's bonkers. It's chaos. It is so, I swear, it is just, so I had to deal with him those 3 days. He went back to school that Monday, and he was still not, you know, all right and stuff. And they're like, oh, around October is when he started to really, you know, not be himself like we're used to. And I'm thinking, okay, well, his teacher that he's had for last year and this year just went on maternity leave to have a baby. What do you expect? Like, that's who he's used to. I think I have some videos. I know I have some of him in the car, like when he was out for those days, of me already gone 5 or 10 minutes of him throwing fits and me just being like, okay, and holding my phone so that I can record what's happening to show the doctor, to show his principal, to show our case manager, to prove how freaking crazy he gets. Like, I think I have some, I'm gonna post them, and it's not like, why, I hate the comments of like, why would you put your kid like that? Why would you show this? You know what? Screw you. You don't know. You go live with your typical children in your perfect little Wonderland house and your Wonderland family, and you live, and you have no clue what it's like to have a special needs child. No clue. We have dealt with this child. Like, I just don't, I'm so sick of those comments. I got them from the last video, and I tried to delete them here and there, but it's like frustrating because, you know what, make your comment. I don't care. If you know, you know. If you live in it, you know. You see me dragging my child out to the car, don't worry about it. If you know, you know. The other day, I wanted him to go to get his prescription with me. Christmas break, you know, Tom was here with Amelia. He became fixated on his iPad and constantly wanted to be on it, and it was getting ridiculous. And I'm like, okay, you need to take a break. Let's go get your prescription for whatever it was. Excuse me. Let's just go take a ride with me. And he fussed going out to the car. I had to cover his mouth going out to the car because he's you know, not crying or screaming, but just like his stupid noise that he's making. And I had to put him in the car, and he's throwing the door open and, no, I don't want to go, blah, blah, blah. So I'm over running to one side of the car, putting child locks on, coming to the other side. Tom's got to like heave him into the car, and I'm like, this is bull crap. And you got neighbors that are looking at you like you're killing your kid, like you're abusing them. The people here, I'm sure, think that we are, you know, big time abusers because the fact that he screams his head off like he's lost his mind over stupid things. Hang on, let me do it right here in real time. We will play the voicemail that his principal left me yesterday morning.
Oh, no! Not leaving a message! Please, careful. Garrett? Get out of this school! I don't like you! You suck! I'm sorry. I know it's not your heart. Fight through it, Helen. Fight through it.
That's what we deal with here. That's what we deal with in the car. It's like he goes freaking it's like he gets possessed. And once he gets to that point, he has no clue how to control himself. And it's like, what are you doing? You can't beat it out of them to stop. You can't threaten it out of them to stop. Even trying to talk calm doesn't work. Trying to put them in the bedroom, trying to put him in the bedroom, doesn't work. He has to just like get through it. But you can't have a child in a Christian school acting a fool like this, okay? And I don't know if you heard, but they're like, we know that's not your heart or something. They are so good with working with him. So much better than that other school. Like, if he started this at the other school, it was like immediately mat, floor. Let's get 2 adults to hold you down and you're 4 years old, 5 years old. They work with him. They try to get him to use his words and try to process his emotions, and he really like connects with this principal, and it is so fascinating because she actually like loves him. She came to his birthday party. I don't know. I told Tom, like, I don't know why people like our kids so much because I can't stand them, and people love them. And it's like they work with him. They're very patient with him, more patient than I ever am and probably ever will be with them. They can get him out of his funk sometimes. She can do it too. But that all happened because he was asked to write sentences. It was time in the class to write sentences. And that was not even, what time was that? Let me see, hang on. That was at 9:59. Okay, she had called me while I was at the dentist office trying to get something figured out for his appointment today. And I could not answer her, and I knew what it was about. So I text Tom, I'm like, you call her, you deal with her, I can't. We pay too much money to send them, you know, in tuition, to send them to this private school to bring him home. Because that's his end goal almost, in a way. He wants to play on his iPad. Did he get his iPad yesterday? No. Is he gonna get it today? Depending on how he is. That's his thing, depending on how he is. And it's like, he'll be calm, he'll be chill, he's got his iPad, he's in the bedroom, he's got his Fruit Loops or Apple Jacks, whatever, and he's fine. But as soon as it's a non-preferred activity, like I made him go take the trash out, him and Tom and Amelia walk over to the dumpster because he needs to get out of the house sometimes, and it was like the end of the world. I don't know what we're gonna do with him. I have no idea, but when he gets like that, he gets very aggressive, like with his body, with things, more than he used to. Like I said, I think I have some videos. I'm gonna try to put them in here too, because I want awareness. This is the main thing, is awareness. Let people see that you're not alone if you have a child like this. You are not alone if you know someone that has a child like this, because everyone just wants to post all the cutesy, like, aw, autism, you know, or aw. No, it's not like that. That's only maybe 10% of having a special needs child. Not even 10% of the cute, sweet stuff. And when I tell my friends that I don't see all the time, but we talk at birthday parties, I see them once in a while, they're like, I would, you know, what you post online doesn't look like that. I'm like, you don't post bad stuff all the time. A, because people judge you and things like that. But B, because you don't want to be reminded of it because it sucks so bad. It's horrible. Is when you can hear him say stop, like recording him, because for probably 5 or 6 minutes before that, because he had already been talking crap, calling me names, you know, all this other stuff, like, you know, hope you die, go with the devil, all this bull crap. I was looking out the window and I'm like, I'm not talking to you. Tom was driving. So I decided to record him. And that's when you're gonna hear all the stop, 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 because I was recording him, because he doesn't like. And I know it's kind of like, well, if he doesn't like it, don't do it, he won't fuss. No, 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 that does not work. I want to get proof of this so that I can show the people how he's behaving. Because it's not just like, oh, he goes crazy and he goes ballistic. Like, how are they gonna judge that unless they see exactly what his behavior is happening? So I don't usually say anything. I just hold my phone and let him go about it. He tries taking it, he tries throwing things at me. I mean,
I'm not being soda! Hello!
Put your seatbelt back on.
If you don't answer! Stop!
sorry this is long, I know. And I'm so thankful that we now have a caseworker, and a good one at that you can call whenever. And she is very helpful, and she tries. It's not just like to where I have to find everything out for myself. I have to research for myself. I have to do this and that. She is so helpful and has helped us out so much. But we have let her listen to voicemails and videos, and it's to the point I feel like I can't control him, Tom can't control him. We have to do something with him. And it's, does he need to be Baker acted? Does he need to go live in a home? Does he need to go live in a hospital setting? He needs something that we're not able to provide to him, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what else needs to happen, because if he's out in public like that, acting this way, there's a good chance that like he's gonna get in trouble, or we're gonna get in trouble until, I mean, of course, until they know, but people see him doing this. And if I saw someone, I would be like, we might need to call the cops on that. If you're trying to shove your kid in a car and they're like screaming, no, no. But it's like, even to the point now, when you say something he doesn't like, no, like we're trying to abduct him, and it's no, no, you know, it's like, shut up, you don't need to be so loud. It's like now I'm just completely drained as soon as I wake up, because I have to argue with him. And it's not even arguing about anything in particular. It's just, we already know he's monotone in the way he talks, right? There's no inflection of his voice either way, unless he's screaming. I'm just like so sick of living this life. It sucks. Like, why I got chosen to be a mom with a kid like this, I don't know. But it tests me daily, and it is so frustrating. But today, for example, on the way to drop Amelia off at school before his appointment, the entire car ride there, it's like, just look out the window, stop talking to me, act like I don't exist. Like, stop, just stop, because you're not making any sense. You're complaining about stuff that you don't know anything about. You're talking out your butt. You don't know anything. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, I don't think that's right. I think it's this. And it's like, yes. And then it's got to be calling names. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like constant. And it's like, you don't know, you know. I mean, it's just, shut the freak up. Look out the window and let me drive. And it's just, I can't. I mentally cannot do this. How people do this, how these children become adults, I do not know, because it's just, that's where we are though. That's to the point where we're at, where it's like he gets like he gets, and we don't know what to do with him. You can't spank them, you can't yell at them, because it's not like it makes it any better. It doesn't solve any problems. And when he stops, he knows what he did wrong. He knows he shouldn't have done stuff. He says he's sorry, and then he'll tell you what he's sorry for, like what he said or how he acted, or you know, if he threw something. And it's like, then why do you do that? Like, I don't know how to get him to control his behavior, how to calm down and just like take a second. I just don't get it. So that's where we're at as of the, what is today, the 5th? The 5th of January. Maybe we'll see where we're at by 5th of February. Animals, like, he knows names of animals. I don't even know what they are. I have to look them up. And I'm like, okay, did you know that there's a bird on the Wawa sign? And that bird that's over the Wawa logo is called a Wawa bird? Like, who knows? Don't believe me? Like, who knows that? I mean, I don't even know that. And he just comes up with these things, and it's like, I mean, it's a Canadian goose, but they call it Wawa. Let me find it. See? Right here. You see that? Like, it's a... I mean, he knows so much stuff about Titanic. Like, after he calmed down some this morning, was telling me and asking me about lifeboats on the Titanic and how there was only 20 and there should have been 60. And I'm like, oh, you know that? And he knows these things. And but can he take a sip like we do and hold his mouth shut and take the sip without it going everywhere? No, he cannot. Trying to get him to brush his teeth this morning, I have to do it, you know, and he's trying to clench, you know, and I gotta be like, okay, and then spits, or he can't spit, and it's frustrating. I'm like, dude, you're 9, you can't wipe your butt, you can't spit, you can't feed yourself most of the time. What is it? I'm frustrated for him because he can't do these normal typical tasks, I guess is what it is, like paying attention to what you say. Or I was picking his plate up to get him ice cream, and I gave him his spoon, okay, and I went to pick the plate up, and as I'm picking it up, he's still, and I'm like, leave it there, he's still trying to put, and I'm like, keep your spoon for your ice cream. It's, I don't know, it's like, is this super important? Does this make a lot of sense if you don't know? But I mean, if you know, if you have children that have, you know, that are on the spectrum, that are ADHD, because it's tough, and I really hope something gets started soon. I want to try to do something whenever I tell you guys goodbye, right? I saw somebody do something similar. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute, you know, instead of the, like, you know, the heart. I want to, that looks dumb from this way. I can't. Maybe I don't want to do it. Never mind. I was going to say, here, you have half my heart. Give me your half, because you're my friend. Never mind. I mean, maybe, but no. That just looks like I'm, hey, what's up? So, if anyone watches this that knows how to help, or knows suggestions or things to do to help, because the school is out of options. It's almost to the point where he's going to be getting kicked out, and it's an autism program. How do you get kicked out of that? Because your behavior is like crazy and you scare the children. That's how. Let me know. What do you do? What medications are your kids on that has like leveled them? Because he needs to be leveled to where things don't set him off. I need some assistance, you guys. I need some suggestions. I need a friend that knows what it's like to have to deal with this every day, because it's frustrating and you feel like such a failure. Like, what do? There's no book to say, oh, do this, do this, do this. What do you do? What is there to help kids? Because they're not all the same. Thanks for sitting here and listening to me. If you did make it this far, if not, that's cool too, and you'll never know what I had to say other than seeing my child throwing tantrums, throwing fits, having meltdowns in the car. One of them, I think I still have. We don't know what to do with you to get you to be calm and to be chill and have good behavior and make good choices. We just don't know what to do. And of course he's like, you're making me mad, and it's like, you're telling me all these lies, or like you're something about stuff like that. And I'm like, no, Garrett, it's true. And then he heard when his dad said it on the phone earlier about him behaving and being good, because like, I don't know what else to do. There's no incentive to give him. You take the iPad away, yeah, that affects him some, but then he'll go to the TV. You take the TV away, he will draw. I mean, you can't take everything and expect him not to even get worse or go crazier. Thank you for staying. Thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me vent. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. So much. So, I'm signing off as this crazy mom. We'll talk to you guys later.
No!
Get back.
No!
Get back in your seat.
You fucker! No! And I freaking hate you! And I am wanting you to go back to that store before I let you back to the store! And I want you to the store! And you wouldn't turn left! You do it! You to the store! And no freaking turning right! And no! I am mad and evil for no reason! And go into that freaking store! And letting me buy a freaking toy!
Sit back.
I said no! No! And I don't like sitting there! You just take moves ever! You are stupid! And take it off! Take it off! Take it off! No! Keep the light on! Stop! If I have to
Leave the blinds alone.
if you don't stop, I will call a security.
We don't have security.
Yes, we do. And that can take you to jail. Hey, Mrs. Freaking Cameraman, you need to stop before I throw this big ball of trash at you. Stop! Stop! Give me that phone now! You're behind! What? Go away! You're a monster! Go away! Go away! Go away! Get your dumb behind away! Stop! 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 Stop!
Put the fan back, please.
No!
See you later.
I destroy! Get the
Put the
iPad!
fan back, please.
Get the iPad back! Get the dummy line away from the wall! No! Get your dummy line away from the wall! Go to Mars! Get your dumb behind away from this world and get to Mars! Get your dumb behind
You need to sit back and buckle up.
No! No! Not even necessary! This was a low-quality piece of crap! And especially Christian schools is for 6 and 8.
6 and 8 what?
For being a Christian and being in a Christian school.
Are you finished?
Yes.
You need to buckle up. Sit down and eat, please.
Go away.
Leave my fan alone before you break it. When you chill out, you could come back out and try again. Until then, you could stay right in here.
No!
You can do it.
No! No!
What can we do to make you settle?
Nothing!
What can we do to calm you?
N-O-T-H-I-N-G. Nothing!
Do we need to sit in the bedroom for a little
No!
while and read books? You want to go read books?
No!
Will you read me a book? Oh, what's that?
Nothing!
Garrett, stop.
Yes, he's freaking does!
I thought he's a big wolf.
No, he's not! See that teeth?
He's scared too.
No! He is not.
And he's kind of chubby too, isn't he?
No, he's a freaking reptile!
You think so?
Yeah, it's not a freaking wolf. That is classified as a reptile.
Hang on, look.
Good.
Oh.
Is it stuck again?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like,
go back and undo it, baby.
I can't.
Give it to Mommy and see if she'll do it for you. You can go ahead and order that other one now.
Yeah.
And draw. You want up?
No, I want computer. You die.
Listen to me. Because of the way you acted, you can't have the computer right now. Make better choices. And then you got
Spells out.
stop yelling. Make better choices.
No better
And
choices.
then you get rewarded by getting to play on the computer.
No.
If you make bad choices, then you don't. You have to wait.
S-H-O-K, no pay. I can play whatever I want.